Now back to more with Coach Holgorsen on the Dana Holgorsen Show, presented by Little General Stores.
Welcome back to the Dana Holgorsen Show. Last week, the WVU football team obviously played on Saturday. The night before that, I went out, let my hair down a little bit, and was watching country music superstar Brad Paisley. What were you doing Friday night?
I was working, Jeff, but I think maybe I had the better end because I actually got to interview Brad Paisley. So before the concert, he had the Mountaineer and the cheerleaders come up on stage to kind of open it up. Chris Young then performed, but before Brad went on, at 8:30, I got to go on his tour bus for an exclusive interview.
Well, obviously a very exciting weekend here in Morgantown, as you can tell by who is sitting right here beside me. We've got the Mountaineers taking on Youngstown State on Saturday. But before that, Brad Paisley was in town. And Brad, just tell us what brought you to Morgantown.
Well, I heard there was a game, and I thought I ought to probably throw a little pep rally for this game. I'm so proud of our team. Last week, they looked like a powerhouse, didn't they? They had moments that I was like, okay, this is going to be a really good year. And we've been doing these college shows. I've done probably, I don't know, maybe 10 college shows so far in what we call the Country Nation College Tour. And we've gone everywhere else. And this is my team. So I thought we got to go do one of these in Morgantown.
Absolutely. And just what is it about Mountaineer Nation that you love so much?
My first game was when I was 4. I think my dad took me to, it was the old stadium before they tore it down. Oliver Luck was the quarterback at the time. That's how long ago I went to my first game. And I didn't miss, my dad had season tickets the entire time I was growing up. And I didn't miss very many home games. And I grew up a Mountaineer, so it's part of the state. The state, you know, the WV symbol is more a part of our state than anything you can think of. It's just such an iconic thing, and it's what we love here.
And now you saying that you love the state, you love to do stuff for the people here, and you did some stuff with the flood relief. Am I correct?
Yeah, we've raised over $700,000 so far for flood relief, and thankfully I'm not the only one doing that. There are a lot of other sites that have sprung up that are raising good money, and you know, we're all trying to pitch in a bit and figure out how to dig some of these folks out. And you know, this is it happens every now and then in this state, as you know. It floods, and we're hoping to get them back on their feet and maybe even prevent the next one.
Absolutely. Now, just looking ahead to the game that will be happening on Saturday, we know you won't be in town, but will you be making an appearance at a game anytime soon here in Morgantown, you think?
I hope so, because one of the highlights of my life was last year when I sang Country Roads at the, I forget what game it was, but I sang it at the 50, sitting on a stool. I'll never forget that. I mean, that was absolutely one of the most fun things I've ever gotten to do. It was a fantasy camp day, and so, yeah, I'd love to come back and just maybe even just watch them play.
Well, of course, we would love to have you here. And quickly, your prediction for Saturday, the Mountaineers up against Youngstown State. How do you think it's going to fare?
Well, I'm, you know, if this is ESPN Game Day, I'm picking the Mountaineers. No doubt about it. No, I think they win by 30.
So a very bold prediction there by Brad Paisley. Obviously got the team right, not necessarily by 30, but nonetheless, he said he hopes to be back in Morgantown sometime soon. And of course, we hope the same, because after that great performance, like we just heard from him, he said that was the highlight of his life, getting to sing Country Roads last year on the 50.
Yeah, and it was a great Country Roads rendition that he did at the concert as well. It was really cool to see him. He acknowledged that Jenny Thrasher, WVU's Olympic gold medalist, was there up on stage, which isn't a bad seat to have for that Brad Paisley concert, but it was a lot of fun. Great interview from you. And you know, if it had been WVU by 30 points, I don't think it would have been near as long of a 2 weeks as what Tony Gibson has in store for his defense. Stay with us. More coming up on the on the Dana Holgorsen Show. We're going to speak with WVU kicker Mike Molina. Plus, we'll go inside the WVU Sports Hall of Fame weekend here in Morgantown. That's coming up right after this.
Don't go away. There's more of the Dana Holgorsen Show, presented by Little General Stores, coming up.